Welcome to NaviWork, your guide to settling into a new organization. Fresh out of school or transitioning from one organization to the next. I know it can be challenging to navigate the work environment because I've been there, done that, and worn the t-shirt. I am the amazing Ameze and I'm here to help. I can't wait to see you every Monday at 7 a.m. Hello again. Welcome to NaviWork with Amazing Ameze. It's really good to be here. So today I'm going to be talking about this hygiene matter. There's actually a chapter in the book like that, still on this hygiene matter. Because in the course of being a head of human resources, I encountered a lot of hygiene issues. What you must realize that it's as difficult as it is for you to receive the information about poor hygiene, it's also very difficult for the person telling you about it. On many occasions, in 2 different workplaces, my MDs have called me to say, Amaz, I can't have this conversation with this person. Go and tell the person about this. I can't have this conversation about this. Go and tell the person about it. So I'm going to give you some tips to make sure that you don't fall into the one that HR has to call, that if HR does it at all. So still on this hygiene matter, I'm going to read something. Despite the fact that self-hygiene is a common activity, we all do and have to learn how to care for ourselves as we care for children, or as children need to learn as well. It could be a challenge, and I've seen it over and over again, like I said, that it's a challenge for some people. But you need to show up to work with proper grooming. I remember the first episode when we talked about Smeltastic. That's good. But men, you need to look well, smell well, talk well. But the one I'm going to focus on, because I've had to deal with it a lot, and I had my struggles as a child, is deodorant and perfumes. In 2 organizations I've worked for, my MD has called me to say she has a foul odor. I'm not going to have that conversation with her. Now, when I was a child growing up, I actually had body odor. But you know, I'm very grateful now. I can talk about it, and I've used it to help other people. When I was in secondary school, my mom tried everything. She would buy me all kinds of products, and it just didn't work. Nothing was changing. And then one day in school, the senior said it to me in a very nasty way, "You're smelling." And then she said, "Just get yourself Shaw spray." The truth is, it was nasty, but I did get myself Shaw spray. And I'm thankful. I've been using Shaw spray since maybe when I was 12. And this is not an advert for Shaw. I don't even know whether Shaw is ever going to get to listen or watch this. But it was 24-hour protection. It didn't take away the fact that I had my bath in the morning and at night, but it worked for me. So what did I do? Worked for me now, and then my mom used to buy me nice, good, expensive perfumes. But the Shaw spray was fundamental. So what did I do when I became the head of human resources? And this happened to me at least twice in different organizations. When my MDs had called me or had noticed by myself that somebody doesn't quite smell good, there's a funky smell, I would call them to my office and tell them lovingly, because I'm also a faith person, Christian by the way. I would tell them that, you know, I too had this problem, and this is what I did about it. And guess what I would also do? I will buy them their first Shaw spray. Interesting, right? Yes. I will buy them their first Shaw spray and tell them, you work, you're earning a living, and I've always worked in places where people were fairly compensated. I'll say, so going forward, make sure you have your bath at night, and make sure when you come in the morning, use your deodorant. Very important. You can use any expensive perfume, but that deodorant, that Shaw spray, I don't know what works or what works for other people, but I'm telling you what worked for me. You must come into the room and people are glad that you are there. Don't leave a room and everybody's trying to open the windows because they're gasping for breath. And guess what? Many people won't tell you. To be honest, only your friend really owes you that responsibility to make sure that you feel good. And people in the office sometimes see you as colleagues. They will bear with you, bear with the funk till they don't have to do it anymore. Thank God for remote working, you know. So, but you can be ahead of this. Make sure you always use deodorant, please. I've had the conversation with adult male in his work. So adult male, sometimes married, adult female, sometimes married, but they didn't know any better. And when they began to use Shaw spray, it worked. So it may not be sure for you. Whatever it is, make sure that you use deodorant so that you are pleasing to be around and people are not waiting for you to get out of their space. I hope you found this useful. Have an amazing week. Remember, if you have any questions, send us an email at amazingameze@naviwork.live. See you next week.